That's the great thing about working here is that when a truck pulls in at the back door, it's almost like Christmas every day. We never know what's going to be on there, especially on our overseas shipments. So we tell everybody we have everything from paper clips to helicopters. And it's really true. On any given day, we could have just office supplies, papers and pens, and we could have desk, furniture, computers, all the way up to dozers, bulldozers, dump trucks, even aircraft, weapons. It's just, if you come visit the warehouse and there's something that we don't have, don't be discouraged and not ever come back. You know, the people that get the good property and people that get the desirable property, they're here every week, or at least they call every week and see what we have in and check on our inventory, because it literally changes daily. We have about 2,800 donees on our books now. We cover all 67 counties in Alabama. We have a large number of volunteer fire departments. Almost every county commissioner does business with us. A lot of the schools, it ranges from hospitals, homeless shelters, basically anyone that receives any type of public funding. So if your organization receives any type of government funding or public funding, then there's 99% chance you're eligible to do business with us here at Surplus. As far as eligibility goes, we are a government entity, so there's going to be some paperwork involved. The first step in eligibility, of course, is just make contact with us through our website, ADECA's website. You can download an eligibility application there. You fill that out, send it in to us. Each entity has different requirements. You have to have a 501c3 for the nonprofits. Some of the government entities have to have a letter. Just say like volunteer fire departments have to have a letter from their county commission just verifying they are who they are. It's just a way of vetting everyone. So the best thing to do is that anyone that thinks you may be eligible, just please contact us. So each entity has a different process. Overall, it takes 2 to 3 days. So once you get your eligibility established, you can come in any day that we're open. The most common phrase used is that we wouldn't survive without you guys. Over the past 5-6 years, everyone's budget's been cut so much that this is where we really flourish. We have an opportunity to help someone. A police department may not be able to buy a brand new police patrol vehicle where they can get one from us for $10,000 or $12,000. You know, the state bid would be $30,000 or $40,000. So not only are they allowed to get one, but sometimes they can buy 2 or 3 from us for what one new one would cost them. One of the largest items we've had this year is FEMA meals that we received from FEMA after the hurricanes last fall. We've transferred out over about 60,000 cases of FEMA meals. That's helped the food banks. Every food bank in Alabama got at least a tractor trailer load. And they've trickled on down to local food banks, just your community food banks. And it all changes. You know, a couple of years ago we had bottled water, tractor trailer loads of bottled water. I think it was 18 total trailer loads of bottled water. So that went out to every volunteer fire department in the state to help on fire calls or emergency response units. Homeless shelters, again, food banks, they benefited as well from the bottled water. The last couple of years we've done a really huge increase in business with our water departments across the state. There's been some requirements placed on them from some of the natural disasters we've had in the past. For each one of them must have a generator. So we've been able to acquire these large kW generators, anywhere from a 3 kW that will run just a room up to a 1,250 kW, which would run a small town. So we've been able to find generators at a fraction of the cost. One of the best news stories we've had this year is a 1,250 kW generator that we actually acquired from Korea. And it will be going to Puerto Rico next week to help out from their hurricane they had last September. The mayor of San Juan is currently renting a generator for $30,000 a month. So you can see that will add up very quick. We were able to get this generator from Korea and transport it down to Puerto Rico for about $30,000. So for what she's paying monthly, now she's going to have one that she owns outright and save the city thousands and thousands of dollars. Just daily we hear stories about from dog catchers in the county that just need cages to put their animals in, up to the large generators that I mentioned that are running small towns basically when a disaster comes through.